Alright, so welcome to the Play Properly channel. This is Derek's series on my channel, the Power Combo Showdown.
That's right, showdown time.
And we've got a different situation here, we're going to challenge.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so we've played the Steampunk Dragons against the Innsmouth Rock Stars, and we of course used the Titan Dagon as part of the Innsmouth Rock Stars. And when we did that, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say the Innsmouth Rock Stars won. So go back to our old video and check it out. It's up on the Facebook and on the Play Properly channel. So we had a challenge. A couple people in the Facebook group challenged us to try the combo again, but without the Titan. So it was like, we don't have anything going on tonight. Let's do it. So we're doing that. So we've got Steampunk Dragons against Innsmouth and the Rock Stars, but no Titans. And Larry, what do you think? Do you think it's...
Well, I think it'll make a difference. It'll slow it down.
Definitely going to make a difference. The question is...
How much of a difference?
I think there's a little bit of subtext going on here. I think there's a little bit of a subtext. I think the subtext is that Dagon is OP and probably is broken. I think that's the subtext.
Yeah. Because it does give you that extra minion play.
Well, Dagon's amazing. Yeah. Totally amazing. But I don't think it's too bad. I think it's actually the synergy between the two factions themselves. And the reason for that is because I have tested a number of different faction combos. In fact, when we got the set, as soon as we got the set with the Titans, the very first Titan combo, the very first faction with Titan that I started playing was Dagon. And it's because Dagon has the talent for play the extra minion. So I tried a number of factions, and it was okay. It was good. It was strong. I definitely lost. Like I didn't win every game. There was games that I lost. So I don't think it's Dagon. I think it's just the particular combo. But let's see. I guess let's just see. It's an experiment.
Yeah.
We'll see how these two match up. Now, I'm not so sure how it'll go. We've had discussion about Steampunk Dragons. My view is that Steampunk is amazing. They're a great faction. They're probably in my top 5 of individual factions.
You're within my top 10 most winning, so...
Yeah. And I've played them a lot in the early days, a lot. However, I don't think that the Dragons is the best pairing for Steampunk. We haven't really gotten into what I think the best pairing is, but I have some other suggestions for later. Yeah. I'm saving that for some other time. Yeah. But anyways, we've had a couple community challenges, and one of the challenges was to try without the Titans, so that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yep.
Now, I think we've got everything set up, ready to go. We haven't done rock paper, scissors. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Boom. I've solved Larry on rock, paper, scissors. All right. For those who saw our earlier videos, they'll know that it was a common thing for us to go 5 or 6 on rock, paper, scissors before we got a winner. But I've solved them. All right. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. We'll do the bases. Now, I'm sitting under the camera, so I'm going to do my best to have my hand visible for most of the time. Obviously, we won't be able to see Larry's hand, but... the other thing that we should mention, and I had another question on the Facebook group about it, what do we do for bases? So the short answer is we use the old original rule for the bases, which from the original set was that you just take all the bases and throw them in a big pile and shuffle. Yeah. So that's what we do. Now,
that's what you do. I do something different.
Well, no, but that's what we do when we're playing these games.
Yeah.
When we're playing these games. So there's a couple reasons for that. Well, I guess really there's one primary reason. The primary reason is because the new suggested rule, which is that you use the bases from each expansion that are being played, it's it doesn't work. It works okay.
It's too time consuming. Like if the bases were marked, we could easily pull them
Yeah.
out. It would be different.
Yeah, so there's two problems there. The first problem is that, as Larry says, it's too time consuming. It's cumbersome. AEG really screwed up with the bases. From the very beginning, they should have had the faction symbol on the bases themselves. They didn't do that. So I don't know why they could have just done a tiny little one. There's no reason but they didn't. So that's the first thing. It's an irritant, but it could be done in a 2-player game. However, if you're doing I don't mean 2-player game. It could be done if you're playing just one game. But in any sort of situation that's competitive, like a tournament, it's actually impossible. You just can't do it. It's impossible. So the only functional way to do it in a tournament is the way that we've adopted. So the power combo showdown is all about competitive, hypothetical for tournament play. So that's our explanation of the bases. Yeah. Any other things before we start?
No, we should probably pull the bases.
All right, that's the next thing. So there we go. Okay, I'll read it out. First base is the converted cave. It's an 18, and it's a 4-3-2, so a 1-point spread. And it says minions of power 2 or less cannot be destroyed here except by their controller. Oh, I kind of like that. That works for my deck. Yeah. The next one is the changing room, 22, 5-3-2, 2-point spread. After a minion here uses a talent, it gains +1 power until the end of the turn. That's interesting. And third base, ooh, cool, I like that. Pyramids, 21, a 4-2-1 with the 2-point spread. On your turn, you may bury a card from your hand here. That is cool because that lets us use the burying rules. Why are you grumbling? That's going to help you.
It's going to help you more.
Your weakness, Larry Lewis, with this deck is that your deck is slow. So anything to speed your deck up is going to be helpful for you. My deck's already fast. All right. There we go. No monsters or weirdness. That's cool. Oh, I guess burying is the only kind of weirdness. That's neat though. I like it. Okay. So I won the rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
Oh, that was quick. So that's really good. So if Larry getting one of those two action cards out, that bodes well. That's first turn.
First turn hand drawn, yep. I'm going to bury one card. And I'm going to play a hatchling. I'm going after a player plays and moves a minion here. It gets -1 power until the end of the turn. And I'll draw my 2 cards.
Sweet. So just going on memory for the rules, but I believe the rules for burying are that you can dig up one buried card at the beginning of your turn, so before the play cards phase. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that's right. Okay. So I will dig up my 1 card. It is, big surprise, the locals, reveal the top 3 cards, etc. 1, 2, 3. 2 locals go into my hand, and I rickroll the bottom of my deck. Okay, so that's actually nothing. That's free. Okay, interesting. Well, the hatchling is actually pretty powerful against this now.
That's why I placed it there.
Okay, so I haven't done anything officially yet, so we're going to play the locals, top 3 cards, etc. 1, 2, 3. No locals. Interesting. One of the nice things about this deck is you can kind of track where some of your cards are.
Yeah.
And you just sort of keep, it's a bit of a memory game, but just sort of keep track a little bit of where, I mean, obviously not everything, unless you're like super genius, but.
Super card counter.
Well, if you have a photographic memory or something close to it, maybe. Okay, so that was my minion. So, and actually just, let's keep track of this. So.
That only item
that's
after
the turn. Okay, so.
Yeah.
That local's from last turn,
Yeah.
so I'll just keep these locals aside, indicating that they're 1. So that guy's 2, these guys are 1 each.
Yeah.
I'm now going to play Spreading the Word, play up to 2 extra minions with the same name as a minion in play. Okay, so the locals, 1, 2, 3. There's the locals.
2 groupies together.
Groupies grouped together. Seems appropriate somehow. And then my second locals, reveal the top 3 cards. Ooh, wow. That's where all the rockers are. Alright. Where are we at for power now? I got 4, 5, 6.
14.
Okay, on your turn you may bury a card from your hand. Here, I will bury a card. Wait, we're at 14?
Yep.
How can that be?
I'm at 7. You're
Oh,
at
5,
2, 3,
right,
4,
I forgot about the
5, 6,
automotive.
7. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to bump up to 10. Huh.
Where actually is it 13? So I got 7, 5, 6, 7.
I have 6. Yeah, we're at 13.
Yeah. If I didn't have hatchling, you probably would be able to pop the space, probably.
Why, probably.
Because you would have had the Dagon out.
Well, I don't have Dagon, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, with the other combination.
The other combo, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bury here. And then I will draw 1 and 2. I'm done. You may go.
Alright, so I'm going to unbury my Steam Man. Give me, oh, you got to add 1, 2, 3, 4 for yours.
Yeah,
first.
so I'm now 10 power.
Yeah, and then add another 1, 2, 3, 4. So the piece is popping.
Yeah. But you're going to win, right?
Well, how much power do I got right now? I got 9, 10, 11 power.
Yeah, you're already beating me. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We need to back up. We need to play properly.
What did we do wrong?
My minions here are power 2 or less, are not affected by opponent's cards. I'm not affected by the hatchling. Okay, so actually my power would have been 10 last turn, right? I'm not affected by the hatchling.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So...
Would have been at 17.
Would have been at 17, huh? I see. I might have actually done things a little bit... I'm just going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to take that back. Right? You know understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have done things a little bit differently, but... Because that would just be a waste. Yeah, well, I'll just let it go from there.
Let it go from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hatchling doesn't affect my locals, but still, you're still going to win.
And then for a second, my minion in action play, I'm just going to play Captain Ahab on Converted Cave.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's going to be it. So, any specials?
Not yet.
Alright, so I win that base.
Good job. So, 4 to 2.
Any specials that play after a base scores?
Why, yes, in fact, there is. Because I'm a total sellout. Special. Play after a base scores where you have a minion. Draw 2 cards. Draw another card if the break point was 21 or higher, which it was. So I'm drawing 3. 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget you got 2 victory points.
True. Trying not to spill my drink. 2 victory points. Put those there that are visible. Alright, so that's good.
And the new base. Hey, training stable. 4-2-1. At the start of your turn, you may discard a card to place a +1 power counter on one of your minions here.
That's cool. That's definitely one of the new bases from the new expansion. Oh, you know what? I haven't. I drew the 3, but I haven't actually. Oh, no, that was your turn. Never mind.
It was my turn. Yeah, I drew my 2 cards.
Scratch that.
Yeah. So it's your turn.
Yeah, interesting.
It's kind of interesting that the spread's the same, but that one's got more points, but it's a cheaper break point.
No, it's kind of weird actually. Well, it's unfortunate. I think I played that base wrong, that last base. I'll play the locals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got 2 of the locals that time. And I'll play an action, turn up to 11. Play on a base. If this base's starting breakpoint is less than 21, it is increased to 21. Put that there. And then I'll draw 2. I'm done. You may go.
Alright, for my action, I'm going to play Scrap Diving. Place an action from your discard pile into my hand. I remote this back into my hand.
Yeah, so he got his key Steampunk, one of his 2 key Steampunk actions on the first turn. So that means that Steampunk is going to be fast.
Yeah. I'm going to play an Imperial Dragon on the changing room. Ongoing after their player plays, removes a minion here, draw a card. I'll use my talent. I'm going to bring Captain Ahab over. Then I'm going to draw 2.
Can I see your discard pile, please?
Yep.
What do we got? Those 2 guys, okay. Alright, I'll play the locals. 1, 2, 3.
I draw a card.
I don't get any goodies. Huh. Not going well for me. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright. Okay, well, this is more my advantage than Larry's at this point. So I got an extra action. I doesn't have to discard it. So all players shuffle all minions in their discard piles into their decks. So that gets my locals back. Larry gets a couple lukewarm minor cards. Plus I know my cards have, like my good cards, have gotten to the bottom of my deck. I've been watching them go, and I've been missing them in the draws, so this can help.
Yeah, well, some of your cards were grouped together too, so.
Well, that's the nature of shuffling.
Yeah.
You have to expect it.
Oh, and somebody was right too. I mean, somebody mentioned before that they don't mention having to shuffle all the cards anymore to see.
It's true.
Context. Yeah.
That's a rule change that was kind of buried. I don't know how you'd know to even look for that, but oh well. Give me a good luck cut, Larry Lewis.
I guess the same.
Alright, so I think I've done everything.
You played a minion, you played an action.
And I'm going to draw my 2 and see if you got good luck for me.
I'm gonna play Agromotive.
Well, there's a surprise.
And I'm gonna play Steamman. Has +1 power and space as one of my actions played on it, which of course it does.
It's another 4.
It's another 4, yeah.
Yep.
And then I draw 2 and it's your turn.
Okay. How much power do you have?
I got 9. Oh no, I got 14.
14.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, so if I go the locals, 1, 2, 3.
Draw a card.
No locals. So I have 6 and you have how much?
14.
6 to 14. Huh. Actually, that was bad. Shouldn't have done that. I can't do math. It's always been my weakness. Not having much luck this game.
No, I'm finding this deck a little bit faster. I mean, I got Agromotive early and I'm getting card draw right now, so.
Oh, Agromotive is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's the whole thing. Steampunk can be really fast, but it's contingent on the luck of the draw. You got to get either Agromotive or Rotary Slug Thrower
Yeah.
early. If you can get either one of those early, then they can be quite fast.
Or just any of the, you also draw cards too helps too, so.
Yeah.
You know, I'm finally getting some of those. This is like first time in 3 games I'm getting some card draw.
Yeah.
Which helps out actually a lot.
It does, yeah.
Even though I can't play them out of my hand fast enough, but being able to draw gives me so many more options.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so a bit of a sacrifice there, but that's fine. At least it keeps me safe. For my action, Mysteries of the Deep. If you have 3 or more minions with the same name on a base, I do, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Interesting.
Isn't there something more about that card?
Yes. Then you may draw 2 additional cards and 2 madness cards. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I already got 11 cards in my hand. So I'm going to pass on the optional.
That you should have played that first, I think.
I didn't have 3.
Oh.
The
That's
prerequisite
right.
is having 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I wish I could have done that. So, is the base popping? It's not even, is it?
No.
Yeah. So the nice thing about having 3 there, let me do that card, but it also prevents you from killing or moving. You definitely can kill.
That'll be hard for me to pop that base by myself right now.
Yeah. Yep, I'm just helping Larry. So I think at this point, actually I've done minion. There's nothing to think about. Minion action's all done, right?
Yep.
Drawing 2. I have to discard.
This is where you're missing that Titan.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have to discard 3 cards. And that's interesting. Don't really want to discard 3 cards.
Well, it'd be nice to see kind of some kind of action, like almost kind of like Magic. You got the enchantments where it allows you to have extra hand size.
Mm-hmm.
Play something that gives you like an extra 2 cards for the rest of the game or something like that. Or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I need to draw extra cards, so we're gonna discard that for 1. Not having good luck. I think we'll throw. Yeah, I want to keep those guys. So I think we'll throw a local and Rickroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can go.
Alright, I'm going to play Ruins. Other players here would have won this victory point with this base scores. And then I'm going to play Captain Ahab to pop the base.
Excellent. Okay, ding ding ding. So you get 5, I get 2.
Yep.
So you're actually taking a substantial lead now.
Yep.
Locals are back. So you're at 9 and I'm at 4.
Yep. New base. Out in the woods, 18, 3, 2, 1. Before the space scores, each minion here gets +1 power until the end of the turn. Then I draw 2 cards, and it's your turn.
Before the space scores. That's weird. That's a weird wording. Don't really got too much. And the bottom line, I think, well, we'll talk about it at the end, but the bottom line is I think that the Innsmouth deck is not so great without the Titan. I'll put a locals there. 1, 2, 3. There's 1. Scoop 1. Okay. So I'm gonna play Reunion Tour action. Shuffle any number of your minions from your discard pile into your deck. We're gonna get these guys back in there.
Must admit, I like the Rock Stars.
I like the Rock Stars.
I've always liked Innsmouth too. I think it's the one deck out of there that I played.
I played them a bit. Well, I don't know. I played them a fair bit back in the day.
Yeah.
But they're not that good without the Titan. And
yeah, the Titan makes a big difference.
And
yeah.
this is the reason. This is why they created the Titan. I mean,
yeah.
It's no secret. I don't think that the Titans were put into factions that were probably underpowered. Factions that maybe they didn't play test well enough. They didn't quite make them hold their own. So the factions that got Titans, I think, pretty much. I mean, you notice zombies and robots didn't get Titans.
Yeah.
Right? That's not likely to happen. Okay, give me a good luck cut here. Maybe I can get something happening. But I think Innsmouth is not fast without the Titan.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that extra minion play.
Well, of course it is, yeah. Well, and the extra power too, but
Yeah.
the extra minion plays everything.
Alright, my turn.
I believe I draw. And 1 and 2, I'm done, you may go.
Alright, in the Hey training stable, I'm playing Mechanic. Choose an action you discard pile, you can play it as an extra. And I play base, play it as an extra action. Agromotive, back out again.
There we go. So that's 9.
Yeah.
So when Steampunk is rolling, they can be fast because the Mechanic can play as a single minion play for at least 9 power. And then potentially you might have other stuff as well.
And on a converted cave. I'm going to play in a base, bring down the walls. For the base score is going to be playing minion there.
Right. So that's a good one. It just lets you lets you not go there and then drop something and get victory points at the end if
Yeah.
it's necessary.
And I'm going to draw 2, and it's your turn. Oh yeah.
You finally got your dragon?
No. Rotary Slug Thrower.
No, that's good, but it doesn't do anything unless you don't, like, you need more minions
yeah.
actually.
But still, I got the two main ones already.
The 2 big actions, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
I shouldn't have revealed it, but you know, I'm so excited.
She's so excited. So excited. Just can't hide it. Alright, well I better throw something down there, get the locals down. Even though you might be able to kill it. There's the locals. He's got that wyvern, I think it is. I think it's his 4. Lets him either kill. He can definitely kill locals. So it's dangerous. I'm in dangerous territory there right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jesus. No, I'm just gonna discard, I guess. So I've played a minion. I haven't played an action. Yeah, this deck is actually remarkably slow without Dagon. Draw 2. I have to now discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again, I gotta discard 3 cards. Okay. It's tough. It's really tough. It's really tough. I have to say, I do not like the combo without Dagon. It's cumbersome and slow. So, 3 discards. I'll go with deep ones as 1 discard. I should probably play that, but oh well. Two pains me, and I guess we'll go 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. You can go.
All right, Wyvern. Destroy minion. Minion here, power 3 or less. And I can reduce the breakpoint by 3 until the end of the turn. Might as well. I'm sure it's not going to make a difference.
Are you able to pop it by yourself though?
Well, if it's a 20, I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 1 action, and no, I can't.
No, you're gonna get 4 with 1 action.
Yeah.
So not quite. So he was really close to popping the base solo. That's the other thing about the wyverns is, yeah. The thing about the wyverns is that they do help popping bases solo because their effective power is 7 in terms of reaching a breakpoint.
I'm going to play the ruins on Out in the Woods, so if you do pop that without me on it, you're only going to get 2.
I can't see popping much of anything right now.
Well, I'm used to you with that combo doing that, so I draw my 2 cards and your turn.
Alright. Okay, but the breakpoint goes back to
23.
normal.
Yeah.
And what's your actual power? You got 8 plus 5, is that right?
Yeah, 8 plus 5.
So you got 13?
13.
Okay. Oops. Yeah. 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 Play locals. 1, 2, 3. 2 locals. Yay. And an action. Well, I think that base is going to pop soon, so there's no point. There's no point investing in that base. 3. No, wait. 3 or less. Yeah, Jesus. The Wyverns are pretty tough. It's a good card, actually. The Wyvern's a good card.
Yeah, it's not even the boss. This is my third game playing, and I haven't seen the boss yet.
That's good
the
to
Dragons.
know. That's good to know. Thanks for that. That's helpful. I kind of thought you drew the boss, but okay. Yeah, see, I'm actually not able to get anything useful into my hand. A little bit, but not a ton. I'm having real troubles with hand management, which is part of the problem. Without the Titan, that's a big part of the problem.
Yeah, the extra play and the extra power, but
yeah. So I think I'm just gonna risk it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again, this is just crazy time. I just keep discarding all these cards. I just can't get the stuff I need. And so whenever you can't get the stuff you need, that's a symptom of a bad deck design or a bad deck combo. It means you can't manage your draws, and so the best decks are the ones that can manage your draws. And this deck cannot do that very effectively. A little bit, but not super well. Drawing 2. I now have to discard. Okay, there's a discard for 1. I think I have to discard 2 more. 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and the locals. Done.
another Wyvern. Kill the locals.
Bloody hell. Well, he's only got 2 of them. I didn't think it was likely that he was going to have both, but he did. Alright, well,
so
he's...
it's be 4, 8, 12,
now,
plus 5, 17.
now, he should be able to pop the base solo.
Because I can use both talents, reduced by 3.
Well, easily. Both talents, plus you got the Agromotive, the Rotary Slug Thrower is worth 6 now. So
I don't need to play it. I can pop it without it.
Just without it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can save that for...
Yeah, for later. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll help you out in this base here. Dangerous ground, playing a base, I'm going to the players must discard a card to play a minion here.
Nice.
Help you with your card management.
Yeah.
And that's it. I play my minion and my action, so this base pops. Any specials?
So you're... actually, I was hoping to, but you killed my last guy, so now I don't have anything. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Right.
So you are close to winning. You're 13, I think?
13, yep.
13 to 4.
Good old Agromoto's been out like 3 times.
That's normal with Steampunk if you can get it out early.
Then I'll draw my 2 cards.
We need...
Oh yeah, we need a new base first, sure.
I can do that. It's garbage base. Shogun's Palace at 23. It's a 4-3-1 with a 1-point spread. After you play a minion here, it may duel another player's minion here. The controller of the winning minion draws 2 cards. What a terrible base. So, there's like no good bases for me to try to catch up because all the bases are 1-point spreads. So anything that I do at this point is kind of counterproductive because I'm just going to be pushing Larry closer to the win. So
I only need 2 points. I just gotta make sure I got a minion in
I know,
space.
exactly. It's totally futile.
And I got that one already covered.
It's totally futile at this point. It's pretty much a waste of time. I think we have our verdict. I think. Well, let's.
Are you kind of like throwing in the towel, or are we gonna finish?
No, we have to finish. I'll finish. So this is Sacred Circle. Play on the base. Talent, you may play an extra minion here with the same name as another minion here.
No, you did that one earlier.
Well, yeah. Exactly. Okay, so I'll play the locals. 1, 2, 3. There's one local. So you haven't got my boss out, so that's not going to help. That particular one would have been good. And don't really want to do that. It's probably going to... Yeah, see, there's the boss. So, draw 2, 1, 2, you may go. So without Dagon, this is actually a garbage combo. Yeah.
I'm gonna play Zeppelin on this base, play on a base, talent, move one of your minions from another base to here, from here to another base. Then I'm gonna play Steam Man.
So at this point, there's no way I'm even gonna be able to keep pace with him because he's got Agromotive in hand and in his discard pile. Sorry, I shouldn't say in hand. He's got Agromotive in his discard pile, which can come out fairly easily. Are you done?
Yep.
Play the locals. 1, 2, 3. Nothing.
Good duel?
No. Actually, can I do it? Huh. That's stupid. You just draw cards. Like, what,
Yeah.
How does that help? That doesn't help. Okay, then for my extra minion, I'll play other locals. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. Cycling fast here. Yeah, all the good cards are getting closer and closer to the bottom here. It's funny. Deck gets smaller and smaller, but they don't end up in my hand. Alright, so that's garbage. So what I will do for my action is play Power Ballad. Choose a base, your minions are getting +1 power. Oh no, never mind. Read that wrong. I was thinking of a different card. My bad. Yeah, I'll just draw. 1 and 2, I'm done. You may go.
We're in a dome, playing a base, destroy other players' actions played there.
Okay. Okay, it served its function. Pretty much out of locals anyways.
And I'm gonna play a hatchling at another woods. Let's make sure I got something there. And then I'm gonna draw 2 cards, and your turn.
Okay. Oh, that's the card right there. Never mind. For my action, I'll play Hot Venue on Shogun's Palace. So playing a base, ongoing, your minions here have +1 power. If this base has a breakpoint of 21 or higher, draw a card at the end of any turn that you play a minion here. So I have 12, 16 total. I can't even finish. I can't even finish the base off so we can finish the game. Why are you not playing there, Larry? Just finish the game. You're just drawing it out.
What was the case you were going there?
Oh, okay. Just drawing it out. Okay, I'll play a classic rocker. Yay. If this base has a breakpoint 21 or higher, draw a card. I'll do that. Oh, that's interesting. Finally. Is it 20 now?
Yep.
But it's too late to do anything. Because I've already done my minion and my action and I got no extra plays. So I'll draw 2. 1, 2. There's finally. Much too late. Okay, I gotta discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's just 1. Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
Playing a hatchling. And I'm gonna. Do I want to duel? Yes, I'm gonna duel.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put my Steam Man up. And my card is picked.
I'll pick one of the locals.
Alright, so I flip. You pick one of the locals.
Yeah.
So rotary slug thrower.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the free play.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Yeah, I picked the deep ones. Each of your minions of power 2 or less get +1 power till the end of the turn.
Or aren't they already at 3?
What?
Aren't they already at 3 because of this? So they won't. Or how does that even work? Is it starting power or is it like their current power?
Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you might be right, actually. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think that it actually doesn't work. Yeah, good point. Okay. Well, that just is a waste then.
Yeah. So then I can draw 2 cards.
I got like too many cards in my hand anyway, so. I should have played the other card. Oh well.
Then for my action, I'll play Dragonlands. Give myself an extra 2 power. Base pops.
I get Power Ballad. Choose a base. Your minions are getting +1 power until the end of the turn. Special if this base has a breakpoint of 21 or higher. Play this card before the base scores.
Okay. Intimidating Presence.
Yeah.
Playing a base, I'll go to the player's minions here -1 power. So I think that my special cancels out your special.
It does. Okay. We'll call it. So that's
4, 6.
You don't have any minus victory points for me though, do you?
8, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 power, I believe. So don't have Agromoto out there, right? No.
Actually, I have 12 power as well. No, I don't.
3,
I actually.
6, 9, 12. No,
No,
you got more
I
power.
forgot about that one. Yeah. I get way more than 12. Yeah.
Yeah, so you win the base.
I win the base by 1 point. Like, I get a net gain of 1 point. Whoop-de-doo. So I get 4.
So there we go. There's game. I've got.
8 to 16. Is that what that is?
Yep.
So exactly 2 to 1. Brutal. Okay, so bottom line, without the Titan, the Innsmouth deck is very mediocre, and this combo is pretty much garbage. It's the combo could work because the combo would work on pretty much the strength of the Rock Stars, but as you can see, the Rockstar deck without some form of draw management, the Rockstar deck is extremely streaky hit and miss. It's going to be depending entirely on the luck of the draw, and there's a few cards that can help control that, but it's really hit and miss. So this particular game is an example of a game where I wasn't able to get the cards I needed. I couldn't get groupies for the life of me. I only ended up getting 3 groupies. And there's really not much point in dropping the groupies until you get all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get 5. Especially without any extra power boosts, you need to really get all of them. I was only able to get 3. And now I actually could have powered through at this point. Well, actually at this point, had I had this hand towards the start of the game, things would have been fine. Because I had the Monarch and I had the 2 guest stars. I could have pulled the groupies. I also had Return to the Sea. So then with Return to the Sea with all your groupies out, that's good. Then you can drop the groupies 2 turns in a row for big power, potentially popping 2 bases in a row. But that's just entirely statistically contingent on getting the draws.
Yeah, my deck was faster this time too.
Yeah, so your deck is fast on the basis. Yes, your deck is fast on the basis of Steampunk, and this deck is fast on the basis of the Rock Stars. You got the draws for your Steampunk, and I did not get the draws for the Rock Stars. So that's the whole point. Is my philosophy, my theory, I guess, is that you want to have a good deck that can manage your draws. I think that's the definition of a strong A-list deck. An A-list combo is going to be able to win pretty much any game because it's going to be able to manage its draws. So, I think the conclusion here is that without the Titan, this combo is lukewarm at best, and it's streaky on the strength of whether or not you can get your groupies out.
Bottom of my deck is
But she doesn't do anything though.
Yeah,
The Steam Queen is a do-nothing boss. She's like one of the worst bosses in the game. I would
have been drawing my Great Worm next turn.
The Great Worm is good. The Great Worm
it is scrap diving.
Victory point.
That would have been a good draw too.
Yeah. So the Monarch is actually kind of the key. So I think in the Facebook discussion where we were talking, I pointed out that I would never choose this combo without the Titan ever. I would actually, if I were to pick, say I was in a draft and I'd already picked the Rock Stars, I would never grab Innsmouth without the Titan. Instead, I'd probably grab maybe Magic Girls or something like that. But this is not a good combo. Not a good combo. And the Steampunk Dragons this game definitely were faster. They performed better and they were much faster. So, but again, the Steampunk Dragons suffer from the same problem, is they don't have any good way to control or manage their draws. They're subject and beholden to the whim of statistical chance. Right?
Yeah.
Right there, Lewis? All right. Any last thoughts?
No, again, I still like this combo. I mean, it can be a little bit slow, but it was a lot better this round. I think it was the best out of the 3 times I played it. So
so they have capability.
Yeah.
That is contingent on the whim of statistics.
And I also think if you were playing multiple players too, the games, I think you can allow you a little bit.
This is a good point, actually, and it's sort of because of the format of what we're doing head to head, which is always 2-player game. But I definitely I agree that the power of dragons or the utility of dragons increases quite a bit with each player you add to the game.
Yeah.
So it's definitely if you're doing a 4-player game, the dragons are much more effective because they're degrading the victory points of every player.
Yeah.
And that's really good. Okay.
Thank you.
Should we leave it there?
Yep.
All right. Have a good.
Remember to play properly.
Have a good time. We will see you in the next game, and let's get some suggestions for power combos for Larry. Larry needs some suggestions for power combos.
Well, I got quite a few I haven't brought out yet.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn it off.